Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. It's your boy Keaton Talk Sports here, back with another video. As always, do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Instagram, link is in the box below. This is my NFL Week 13 predictions. I'm going to give you guys my run through for each game for Week 13. So with that being said, let's not waste any more time. This is my NFL Week 13 predictions. Last week went 8-5, which is good, also not great. Hoping for better this week. Season 114-65. First game on Thanksgiving Day, we have the Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions. Lions favored by 9.5. The Bears are coming off of an overtime loss at home to the Minnesota Vikings, 30-27. The Lions are coming off of a beatdown performance at the Indianapolis Colts, 24-6. With that being said, give me the Detroit Lions to win by 6 points here, 28-22. I do like the Bears to cover that 9.5 point spread, but at the end of the day, the Detroit Lions are just simply just a better team than the Chicago Bears. I think their defense will be able to put pressure on Caleb Williams. I think the Bears will do whatever they can, scratch, claw, whatever it is to keep themselves in the game. But I think the Detroit Lions, them being at home, they'll do just enough on both sides of the ball to get the dub, 28-22 in Detroit. Next matchup, we have the New York Giants at the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys favored by 3.5. The Giants are coming off of a beatdown home loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 30-7. The Cowboys are coming off of a big-time performance on the road at the Washington Commanders, 34-26. With that being said, give me the Dallas Cowboys to win by 8 points at home here, 21-13. The Cowboys are just a better team than the Giants right now. The Giants got rid of Daniel Jones early on. Tommy DeVito stepped in, and he didn't really do much against that Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. The Cowboys, I believe their defense, Micah Parsons, will be able to get after and make life hell for that Giants offense to get anything going down the field, and I think that will be the difference in the game here. So I got the Cowboys winning this game here, 21-13 in Dallas. Really good game here between the Miami Dolphins at the Green Bay Packers. Packers favored by 3.5. The Dolphins are coming off of a comfortable home win against the New England Patriots, 34-15. The Packers are coming off a dominant home win against the San Francisco 49ers, 38-10. With that being said, I like the Packers in this matchup to win by 6 points, 26-20. You have a situation where the Dolphins always struggle every year in cold weather. It's going to be freezing up there in Green Bay for this game on Thanksgiving night. I like the Packers and the momentum that they're playing with right now. The Dolphins, I don't like their chances going on the road in a hostile environment and cold weather. I don't think Tua fares well in this weather, and I just believe the Packers are just a better team here. I think they're going to find a way to win this game and to continue their hot streak here, 26-20 in Green Bay. AFC West matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders at the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs favored by 13 points. The Raiders are coming off of a home loss to Denver Broncos, 29-19. The Chiefs are coming off of a very close road win at the Carolina Panthers, 30-27. With that being said, I like the Kansas City Chiefs to win at home here, 24-17. I do like the Raiders to cover that 13-point spread. It simply just comes down to this. The Chiefs are just a better team. Patrick Mahomes, I like his chances at home, being able to make more plays than the Raiders right now. Obviously, the Raiders don't have Gardner Minshew, who just broke his collarbone last week. Big blow to that team. I don't think it made much of a difference anyways. Raiders are clearly tanking. The Chiefs will find a way to win. Like I said, they're not dominating in these wins, but they're finding ways to win each and every single week. So we'll see how long this will last, and we'll see if they can keep this momentum going into the playoffs here. But I like the Kansas City Chiefs to win by a touchdown here, 24-17 in KC. Next game, we have the Los Angeles Chargers at the Atlanta Falcons. Chargers favored by 1.5. The Chargers are coming off of a home loss to Baltimore Ravens, 30-23. The Falcons were on a bye in Week 12, but they are coming off of a Week 11 beatdown loss at the Denver Broncos, 38-6. With that being said, I like the Chargers to bounce back here after losing at home last week, 20-17. I just don't like the way the Falcons are playing right now. I picked them to beat the Denver Broncos in Denver. I thought they had enough to go out there and beat them, and they got absolutely beat down on both sides of the ball. The Chargers, Even though they're coming off of a loss, I like their chances to go on the road here, even though they do have to travel cross country. I think Justin Herbert and that defense will be able to bounce back in a big way here, even though I think this game will be low scoring than most people think. I think this game will be low scoring. I don't think there's going to be many points scored in this game. So I like the Chargers to find a way to go on the road and get a big time win here, 20-17 in Atlanta. AFC North battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals favored by 3 points. The Steelers are coming off a Thursday night loss at the Cleveland Browns, 24-19. The Cincinnati Bengals were on a bye in Week 12, but they are coming off a Week 11 loss at the Los Angeles Chargers, 34-27. With that being said, I like the Pittsburgh Steelers to bounce back here, 24-21. It just simply comes down to the Bengals defense has been the Achilles heel all season long. Even though their offense is lethal with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, I don't think that's going to be enough. The Bengals have to find a way to get stops defensively if they want to keep their playoff chances alive here. I think the Pittsburgh Steelers have the better defense, and I think their offense will play much better in this game. Like I said, I think this game will be low scoring than a lot of people think. Classic AFC North battle. These games are usually low scoring anyway, but I like the Steelers. I think they're just a better team than the Bengals, and I think they're going to rebound after last week's loss, 24-21 in Cincinnati. Next game, we have the Arizona Cardinals at the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings favored by 3.5. The Cardinals are coming off of a disappointing road loss at the Seattle Seahawks, 16-6. The Vikings are coming off of a close overtime win at the Chicago Bears, 30-27. With that being said, give me the Vikings at home here by 8 points, 28-20. I just believe that the Vikings defense will be able to feast all over Kyler Murray and that Arizona Cardinals offense. I believe if the Vikings defense can find a way to keep Kyler Murray in the pocket and limit his ability to get to the outside and extend plays for his team, the Vikings are going to come out on top here. And I just don't like the way the Cardinals are playing right now, especially after coming off of last week's poor performance, putting up 6 points at the Seattle Seahawks, which is inexcusable for all the talent that the Cardinals have on offense. So I believe Brian Flores in that Vikings defense will be able to find ways to throw different looks at Kyler Murray and to make life difficult for him on the road here. So I like the Vikings by 8 points here, 28-20 in Minnesota. Next matchup, we have the Indianapolis Colts at the New England Patriots. Colts favored by 2.5. The Colts are coming off of a home loss to the best team in football in the Detroit Lions, 24-6. The Patriots are coming off of a beatdown road loss at the Miami Dolphins, 34-15. With that being said, you have a matchup between Anthony Richardson and Drake May, which I am very excited to see these two quarterbacks battle each other in this game. But if I have to give the edge to a team, I'm going to give the edge to the Patriots to win by 1 point at home here, 21-20. It just simply comes down to this. Despite Drake May having a bad offensive line, he has been balling all season long, like I said. And I believe Drake May being able to extend plays with his legs, being able to find his receivers, and be able to make the game easier for that Patriots offense who has been miserable the past couple of seasons. I think that's going to be a difference in the game. Anthony Richardson will make some plays in this game, but I think the Patriots defense will be able to step up in this game, even though they haven't been good all season long, pretty much, with all of the injuries that they've been dealing on that side. I just think the Patriots being at home here, I have to give somebody the win here. I don't really give a crap about this game, so I'm gonna give the Patriots a 1 point victory here, 21-20 in Foxborough. Next matchup, we have the Seattle Seahawks at the New York Jets. Seahawks favored by 2 points. The Seahawks are coming off of a low-scoring, ugly win at home against the Arizona Cardinals, 16-6. The Jets were on a bye in Week 12, but they are coming off of a Week 11 home loss to the Indianapolis Colts, 28-27. There's not much discussion about this game. Give me the Seahawks to win by a touchdown here on the road, 20-13. Even though Seattle has to travel cross country for this game, I think Seattle is simply just a better team than the Jets right now. The Jets are a complete mess, a complete clown show of any team in the NFL. And I just don't think the Jets have anything going for them right now. I think they're going to tank, in my opinion, the rest of the season to try to get a better draft pick, which I believe if you're a Jets fan, that's what you probably should do, because what the heck do you have to play for at this point? The Seattle Seahawks clearly have more to play for. They're first in their division. They're third in the NFC. And I believe Seattle Seahawks are going to come in with a killer mentality to get this win, even though it won't be easy. I still think the Jets will play with some pride, but I don't think the Jets will have enough to win this game. So I'm going to go with the better team and the Seattle Seahawks to go cross country to get a big time win here against a team that is struggling, 20-13 in New York. Next game, we have the Tennessee Titans at the Washington Commanders. Commanders favored by 5.5. The Titans are coming off of a big-time divisional win on the road at the Houston Texans, 32-27. The Commanders are coming off of a disappointing home loss to the Dallas Cowboys, 34-26. With that being said, I like the Washington Commanders to bounce back here in a low-scoring game, 21-17. I just think the Commanders are simply just a better team than the Titans. Even though the Titans have shown some fight, you really have to give them credit, especially that defense. This is one of the best defenses in the league. They give opposing offenses a lot of problems, and they did that. They did exactly that last week against the Texans. Really frustrating C.J. Stroud throughout that entire game. But I think the Washington Commanders will bounce back after, in my opinion, that fluky loss to the Dallas Cowboys, a team that has absolutely nothing to play for. I think the Commanders will bounce back here and get themselves back on track here. 21-17 in Washington. AFC South battle between the Houston Texans at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Texans favored by 4 points. The Texans are coming off of a disappointing, inexcusable home loss to the Tennessee Titans, 32-27. The Jags were on a bye in Week 12, but they are coming off a Week 11 beatdown loss on the road to Detroit Lions, 52-6. There's not much discussion about this game. Give me the Texans to bounce back here after losing last week, 23-17. The Texans, it simply comes down to this. They better get their act together because they're starting to become frauds in terms of Super Bowl contending teams in the NFL. This team does not look like a Super Bowl team to me. This team looks like an absolute pretender, losing some of these games that they shouldn't be losing to, like the Titans last week. I understand that it's a divisional game, but still, Texans, get your act together and show what kind of team that you can actually be, because they're not showing that right now, and it's starting to be alarming to Texans fans out there that expects this team to be a Super Bowl contender, and it's not looking like that right now for the Texans. So I expect them to go on the road here, win an ugly game, whatever it is, against a team that is clearly tanking for the number 1 overall pick in the Jacksonville Jaguars. Give me the Texans on the road here, 23-17, and if the Texans lose this game, I believe their season is over, and they will be first-round exits coming this postseason. 23-17 in Jacksonville. Next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Rams at the New Orleans Saints. Rams favored by 2.5. The Rams are coming off of a home loss to the Philadelphia Eagles, 37-20. The Saints were on a bye in Week 12, but they are coming off of a Week 11 dominant win against the Cleveland Browns, 35-14. With that being said, I like the Rams on the road here to bounce back after losing last week at home, 28-23. The Rams are simply just a better team than the Saints on both sides of the ball. I think Matthew Stafford is a better quarterback than Derek Carr. I think he'll make more plays. And I think you have a pissed off Rams team that got blown out at home to the Philadelphia Eagles, who have owned the Rams in the past few matchups. I think the Rams bounce back here on the road here to keep their playoff chances alive to go to 6-6, 28-23 in New Orleans. NFC South battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Carolina Panthers. Bucks favored by 5.5. The Bucks are coming off of a dominant road victory against the New York Giants, 30-7. The Panthers lost a close battle, showing a lot of fight in that game against the Kansas City Chiefs, 30-27. With that being said, I like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to win by 8 points here at Carolina, 27-19. I think Baker Mayfield is playing with a chip on his shoulder right now. He showed it last week against a team that they're clearly better than, against the New York Giants. And I believe, even though the Carolina Panthers have showed a lot of fight in the past couple of weeks, I think Tampa Bay is simply just a better team. I think they go on the road here and they get a victory, even though it won't be easy. Carolina Panthers will give the Tampa Bay Buccaneers some fits in this game, but I believe Tampa Bay has better talent. on both sides of the ball, and I think they find a way to get victory here on the road here, 27-19 in Carolina. Game of the week right here, we have the Philadelphia Eagles at the Baltimore Ravens. Ravens favored by 3 points. The Eagles are coming off of a road victory against the Los Angeles Rams, 37-20. The Ravens are coming off of a road victory at the Los Angeles Chargers, 30-23. With that being said, you have a battle between Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson, a potential Super Bowl preview between two phenomenal teams. If I have to give the edge to a team, I'm going to give the edge to the Baltimore Ravens to win at home here, 27-24. I think Philly is due for a loss, even though they can go into Baltimore and win that game. I just think the Ravens being at home here. I just simply believe it comes down to this. If Derrick Henry gets the ball enough times in this game, I think the Ravens are going to win this game. I believe the Ravens cannot be one-dimensional against this Philadelphia Eagles team. I think if they can mix some plays of passes from Lamar Jackson, if he can make plays extending his legs and getting the ball to his receivers and mix in some runs with Derrick Henry efficiently throughout that game, I think the Ravens will find a way to win by 3 points here. 27-24 in Baltimore. Interconference matchup between the San Francisco 49ers at the Buffalo Bills. Bills favored by 7 points. The 49ers are coming off an embarrassing road loss at the Green Bay Packers, 38-10. The Bills were on a bye in Week 12, but they are coming off of a Week 11 home victory against the Kansas City Chiefs, 30-21. Well, but that being said, there's not much discussion about this game because Brock Purdy is most likely going to be out for this game, and he was limited in practice today. So I'm going to give the edge to the Buffalo Bills to win by 11 points here, 28-17. The Bills are coming off of a bye. They have a lot of time to prepare for this 49ers team. I think the Bills defense will be able to lock in against that 49ers offense who clearly struggled without Brock Purdy and some of their key guys on offense. I think Josh Allen will be able to run all over that 49ers defense. I just don't think the 49ers defense will have any answers for that Bills offense. So give me the Bills to win by 11 points here to go to 10-2 and keep themselves very much alive for home field advantage in the AFC. 28-17 in Buffalo. Last game of Week 13, we have the Cleveland Browns at the Denver Broncos. Broncos favored by 5.5. The Browns are coming off of a big-time divisional win against the Pittsburgh Steelers at home, 24-19 in a snow blizzard. The Broncos are coming off of a road victory against the Las Vegas Raiders, 29-19. With that being said, I like the Denver Broncos to continue the winning trend here, win by 5 points, 22-17. I just love what the Broncos are doing right now. I don't think anybody expected this Broncos team to be this good. I thought this Broncos team would be in a complete rebuild going into this year, and they completely proved me wrong. I love watching this team. I love watching what this defense is doing week in and week out. And I think this is a team that nobody's going to want to play come postseason time. I think this team can be a very sneaky team, and they can upset some teams if teams aren't on their A game against this Broncos team. Bo Nix is playing with a lot of confidence right now. The defense is playing out of their minds, and that's the reason why the Broncos team is sitting here at 7-5, 7th in the AFC. And like I said, they're not going to win the division, but this team, I believe, is a playoff team. And I think there's not going to be many teams that's going to want to see this Broncos team come postseason time. The Browns showed some fight last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers, but I don't think Jameis Winston will be able to duplicate that on the road in Mile High and altitude against this Broncos defense. I think the Broncos defense will be able to neutralize whatever it is that the Browns offense is going to throw at that Broncos defense, and that's going to be the difference in the game. So I got the Broncos win this game by 5 points here, 22-17 in Denver. Now I'll do it. Those are my NFL Week 13 predictions. If you are new to the channel, like, share, subscribe. It really helps out the channel tremendously. We are halfway to 700 subs. Without you guys, this won't be possible. I appreciate you guys very much. I hope everyone and everybody that's watching this video right now have a blessed and safe Thanksgiving. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.